What is an EP? EP is an extended play, which means it was a longer version of a single. That is why in one album there is only 4 to 6 songs, and for the reason that it was extended is because it is a single, but it was extended. It was longer, you know? But what happened here is all of the songs are in different genre. So what the hell is going on? People really just forgot the definition of an extended play. Anyway, today I'm going to react to Pandaemonium. I have no idea what that word means. Is that actually a word called Pandaemonium? Pandemonium. 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 A wild and noisy disorder or confusion. Uproar. Right, today I'm going to react to Pandaemonium by Baelz. First song, Psycho. This is probably currently my favorite song in Hololive. Not just like the song that Bae made, but every single song comparing. I used to like Grim Reaper as a live streamer. I put it as my top 1. Now this has officially take over the name of top 1 in my list. Bae's vocal is very powerful on this one. The soundscape is really crazy. Every single part of the production was EQ'd to the right volume, the right sound, the right frequency, and make this song a really powerful song. Even though there's a lot of different sounds in terms of the bass, the melody, the chord, and also a really loud vocals, it was not messy at all. Everything blended well together into one single project. That is really impressive. Alright, I don't really need to say a lot about this. If you actually want to see me talking about this song, you can go to my video where I reacted to this song and only this song. This one is a straight 10 out of 10. I cannot give it lower. I can only give it higher, bro. Right, next one is Drown. This one is a soft one.
Defend again.
The first 2 songs in the extended play, Psycho and Drown, they have the most impressive production in terms of like the soundscape, the sound preference, and also the vocal mixing. They're all really, really good. A song like this, kind of soft little R&B stuff, the drums in a really swingy kind of pattern. It's not my favorite, but with bass voice complementing every single part of the instrumental, it sounded really, really chill. It's not like calming chill, but it's more like actual chills, you know what I'm saying? Like giving you goosebumps or something. The vocal mixing too, like the right amount of reverb, a little bit of EQ just to clean out the sound, and a little bit of autotune to make the song sound really smooth, and also a tiny bit of distortion in the vocals to add like such cinematic vibe to this kind of instrumental. I have no idea what Duttenko was thinking when he was writing this song, but the lyrics is so impressive. It's not like Callie's level of impressiveness, but it's still really cool. Like without a lot of words in the song, it's still able to tell people like what exactly is he's trying to say. Although not a lot of context and it's quite a pessimistic song, everything else gave this song a really good vibe. It was like when you have a bad day, and exactly like the lyrics said, just turn off the light, listening to this song, it will feel so much better. This one, although everything else would sound really good, but it is not like one of my favorite genre of all time. So for me personally, who gives a shit? I still gonna give this a 10 out of 10. This song is really good. Like I really envy a song with good production, and this is one of them. After listening to this song, like Deco27 who? Giga who? You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ, this one is amazing, okay? Right, the next 2 songs, which is, I wouldn't say have the best production of all time, but you know, it's still in the EP. Boom. To be honest, This song is really good in terms of the vocal melody and also the catchiness in the drop. But personally, I don't like the first verse. The first verse sounded not only a little bit awkward, and also I don't think Bae was really natural when she was performing that part. The volume of the vocal is also not very loud. In terms of this kind of instrumental, it sounded quite low. Especially on the second verse, I can barely hear her voice. This kind of volume can only suit the chorus part of the song, because the chorus has not a lot of like drums or any bass and all that. It's just her vocals and a tiny bit of pad kind of instrument behind the whole mix. The drop is a different story because the drop is more focused on the instrumental but not the vocals. So yeah, that kind of volume also worked as well. But if we gotta talk about the vocals, like the vocal part, the verses didn't really work. The outro, I don't like it. Like, you from a trap kind of song turn to a DNB kind of drums and the fast tempos and shit. It's like a change of pace, but it didn't sound good whatsoever. Like, the only thing that can complement the whole thing is her voice and also the melody. The drums don't sound good, and the tempo is also a really weird change of pace in this song. I don't really understand the lyrics because it was in Japanese. I tried to find the translation for it. I can't find it. I'm just too lazy to like copy the whole lyrics and put it in DeepL or something. I tried to do that, but it still didn't come out as good as I think it would be. Personally, I enjoy the most part of this song, but there are some parts that are quite a hit or miss, so I can only give this one an 8 out of 10. The production is not as good as the other songs as well. If I take an example, it was like kind of like the baddest cover by Risu, Reine, Callie, and Muna. The instrumental is kind of similar to this one, which is not really good. It was like, it's trying to be trap, but it's also not really trappy. The part that I like about this song is the chorus and also the drop. The rest are... Right, last song, Mess. I heard a lot of songs that was produced by Camellia. None of them sound as clean as this one. Although the high ends is still a little too high for a like really smooth kind of future bass, Camellia has worse. I mean, I know that I'm Your Treasure Box is like also produced by Camellia, but that's another story for another day. Her vocals is not like very impressive because after listening to like 4 songs, it didn't really have any sort of like, it isn't that special. Just like a really smooth kind of vocals, and also the lyrics wasn't written by herself as well. It was written by Kira. I gotta say though, the lyrics are really relatable, but it's just sad to see that Bae didn't write her own songs, because I wish that could happen. Bae, here's a challenge for you. Write your own song in the next project, okay? I would also say that I don't like the second verse, because the second verse, although it was kind of short, so it didn't really matter that much, it was too messy in terms of the vocals. Like, I can hear around 3 to 4 different vocal layers. One being a little higher, one is the main, one is like slightly panned to another side. It's really messy, and none of the vocals actually align with each other. They're just like very messy, like all in different beats. So it just messed up the whole vibe. I'm just hear a lot of like, imagine just being in a cafeteria and people just talking, like that kind of sound. It was really noisy. On the chorus as well, with all of those synth being so loud and bass vocals is like kind of on the back, it's not as good as I think it would sound, because I'm also trying to listen to the lyrics, but the synth is just like wow. It's just too loud. Turn it down a little bit and maybe clean up some of the sound of the synth. Maybe this song would sound a lot more pleasant, especially for this kind of melodic future bass. If you're talking about like some aggressive future bass, yeah, maybe you can add that kind of thing, but if that's the case, the vocal didn't suit the instrumental, right? So for this kind of really smooth and melodic and really cute kind of sounding like chip tune and a little bit of future bass inside the whole mix, the production of the chorus is a little bit too messy. But if I gotta be honest, I like this song. Just a tiny bit of stuff can be changed to make this song a lot more clean. Otherwise, this song is a really good song. It's going to be an 8.5 out of 10 for me. So here we go. 10, 10, 7, 8.5. This is a splendid EP, if I gotta say. If your Mori extended play is like on the top of my list of best album of all time in Hololive, this one might be just the second. I wouldn't say it take over the top one yet, but it's at the second for me. So that will be my review of the extended play. I hope you guys agree. If you don't, it's okay. Music is subjective. Hope you guys like the video. If you like it, please like the video and comment what do you think that you don't agree. And don't forget to subscribe, because I'm desperate. I really want people to subscribe to me.